The day of a billionaire does not begin with an alarm clock screaming urgency into the darkness. It begins in silence. Soft light filters through floor-to-ceiling glass walls, overlooking oceans, skylines, or private landscapes untouched by crowds. The air feels different here, calmer, controlled, intentional. There is no rush because time itself bends around power. The first breath of the day is slow and deliberate, taken on linen sheets worth more than most people's monthly rent. This is not luxury for display. This is luxury for comfort, for clarity, for control. Morning sunlight glides across polished marble floors as automated curtains pull back without a sound. Somewhere in the background, the faint hum of a city waking up feels distant, almost irrelevant. A billionaire rises not because they must, but because they choose to. There are no frantic emails waiting, no panic, no pressure. Everything that needed to happen overnight already did. Teams across time zones worked while this world slept. A personal assistant has already curated the day. Meetings filtered, decisions distilled, noise removed. Only what truly matters remains. Breakfast is not fast or careless. It is crafted. Fresh fruit flown in before sunrise, artisan coffee brewed at the exact temperature preferred, nutrition tailored to performance, longevity, and focus. Every detail serves a purpose. Health is treated as an investment, not an afterthought. As the morning unfolds, movement replaces stillness. Some billionaires start with a private trainer on a terrace overlooking the sea. Others choose a silent meditation room where the only sound is breath and intention. The body is trained, the mind is sharpened. This is where discipline hides behind elegance. Nothing here is accidental. Work does not feel like work. It feels like command. A private office, minimal and precise, overlooks the world below. Screens light up with global markets, real-time data, private intelligence reports. Decisions made here ripple across industries, cities, even countries. A single call can move millions. A single pause can save billions. Power at this level is quiet. Meetings are not crowded or chaotic. They are focused. Executives fly in, not to impress, but to align. Conversations are short, direct, strategic. No one wastes time explaining basics. Everyone in the room has earned their seat. Ideas are currency here. Vision is law. By late morning, movement resumes. A driver waits beside a luxury vehicle that feels less like a car and more like a moving sanctuary. Leather interiors, perfect silence, glass that shields from the outside world. The city passes by like a movie scene. Traffic exists for others, not for this life. Private lanes, priority access, seamless transitions from one place to another. Lunch is rarely about hunger. It is about connection. A private restaurant room, a members-only club, a chef who knows preferences without being told. Conversations drift between innovation, opportunity, and future ventures. Deals are not signed with noise or drama. They are sealed with nods, trust, and shared vision. Afternoons are flexible. Some billionaires step onto private jets, crossing continents as casually as others cross streets. Others retreat into creativity, architecture meetings, design reviews for yachts, estates, or art collections. Luxury here is not excess, it is precision, owning fewer things but only the best. Time bends again. The day does not feel long, it feels expansive. There is space to think, to imagine, to plan 10 years ahead while the rest of the world struggles to plan tomorrow. This is the true advantage of wealth, not the money, but the freedom from distraction. As evening approaches, the pace softens. A sunset viewed from a high-rise balcony, a coastal cliff, or the deck of a yacht feels cinematic. Colors stretch across the sky as if painted specifically for this moment. A glass of something rare rests in hand, not consumed for status, but for appreciation. Moments like this are savored, not shared online, not explained. Evenings bring experiences rather than routines. A private concert in a historic venue, an art preview before public release, A closed-door dinner with world leaders, innovators, creators. Conversations flow without interruption. There are no phones on the table, no need for validation. Everyone in the room already knows who they are. Security remains invisible but ever present. Privacy is priceless. This life is designed to be observed only by those invited. Fame is optional. Influence is not. Billionaires move through the world quietly, protected by layers the public never sees. As night deepens, the environment transforms again. Soft lighting, controlled temperatures, curated silence. The world outside slows, but the mind remains awake. Reflections happen here, not about money, but about impact, legacy, what remains when everything else fades. Before sleep, there is intention. Journals are written, ideas captured, visions refined. Tomorrow is already planned, but never rigid. Flexibility is power. The bed waits, immaculate, inviting rest rather than escape. Sleep is deep, uninterrupted, earned. This is how billionaires live their daily life. Not in chaos, not in constant celebration, not in reckless indulgence, but in control, clarity, and quiet dominance. Luxury is not what you see on the surface. It is what you feel when the world no longer dictates your pace. And as the lights dim and silence returns, one truth becomes clear. This life was not built overnight. It was designed through patience, discipline, and vision. The real luxury is not the mansion, the jet, or the wealth. It is waking up every day knowing your time belongs entirely to you.